this is your full moon, August 15th. This full moon is in Aquarius, and it is in your 8th house. So we're going to do a little reading. We're going to do some oracle cards. We're going to do some tarot cards. I got my mystical shaman deck, and I got the after tarot deck. I got actually a bunch of decks here. So, but those are the two that I feel like I'm going to be using this reading. So right now we are doing Cancer, my Cancerian, my crabs, my little crabbies. Sun, moon, and rising. Sun, moon, and rising. From about August 7th to about the, say the 23rd-ish. That's what we want to look at. August 7th to the 23rd. August 15th, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and rising. I like it. I like it. One thing that you guys have going on is, you know, you got Mercury in your 2nd house. So this is really a good financial thing that's going on for you guys. So some of you could really be benefiting there. The very first card that we get is our Hunter card. And I love this card. It is so beautiful. You got the mama, the protector, the mama, and this one. But it is in the south position, this Hunter card is. And it's really, you know, it's really talking about not to settle for things that are just easy picking. Just because it's easy doesn't mean you should do it. Does not mean you should do it. Just because, you know, it's like the hunter never takes more than he needs. That's really big. The hunter is out there and he's hunting, and just because what seems to be the right thing show up in front of you doesn't mean that it is. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards to go with this. So this is Cancerian, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We got going on for my Cancer tribe. Yeah, I'm really getting that coming home empty-handed sometimes can be really good for you when you're out looking. Because there might be some desires or fantasies that you could become prey to. Yeah, here you are just resting and choosing not to move forward with it on a potential, like letting the potential rest. Here's the potential here in their Ace of Pentacles, and here we have both resting and letting go of. So there could be something out there that you need to be careful of. So any type of unbridled ambition that wants to move forward very quickly, I would slow it down a little bit and I would think it through, because you don't want to settle for roadkill. You don't want to don't settle for roadkill. I mean, I think that's actually in the book, is not to settle for roadkill, because it could actually be poison. It could actually be something that isn't good for you. So this feels like an opportunity that comes that just seems too good to be true, or this feels like, I have a card that's backwards. Yep, that could be too good to be true. Or like, you know, like it could be like you want to buy this car and this car is actually going to be a piece of crap. Yep. And this is perfect because the card that I'm pulling with it is the King of Cups. So this is an offering of love, but it's not grounded. It's not productive. It's like, so this could actually be somebody that, for some of you that are single or looking to date, this could be somebody towards the beginning of this time, and this is just towards the beginning of this time, that shows up that wants to like take you on a date and romance you and do all of this, but really they're not the whole wholesome picture of what is good for you, Cancer. They're not the whole thing. But for others, I feel like this is a material thing, especially with this Ace of Pentacles coming out. So coming home empty-handed, don't be afraid. And also look at your own ambition for your desire. So your desire for a relationship, your desire for things. Look at that relationship there, because that also could be something that has to do with it, with this Ace of Pentacles and this desire for something that could actually not be so good for you. So move slow, move intentionally, because there's almost like this is going to be either for you or reflected at you. It's almost like the sun that shines so bright that it's actually bad for you and ends in some grieving. And so you have to allow the night to come in, allow dusk to come in, allow things to spill that need to be spilled. Don't be so enamored with yourself or with this other person that you're in a state of like, I'm worshiping them and I'm putting them on this pedestal. Be careful of the shadow, and know that the night needs its time too. The night needs its space. There's the cycle where it's half day and half night happening here. And so there's a natural cycle to receiving, planting, and giving and letting go. And so, you know, the light that chases away shadows, that's very gentle. That is very gentle, that comes in, and that's like the light of love that comes in, that's gentle, versus like the bright light that like burns you. So it's okay to revel in the light and be in the light and shine bright, but also let the sun set when it's going to set, and let that time be, and enjoy the dusk and enjoy the downtime that's taking place, and enjoy the release. And there's really a pause, a standing still. The next card is your standing still card, and you're getting that with the Eight of Swords. And I love how she's actually bound here and standing still. But see how she has the red on right here? And see all of the red here? I'm really seeing wisdom in the stillness here. I'm seeing a lot of wisdom in choosing to be still and choosing to close your eyes and going within. And that it's almost like the constant action that is like the propelling forward might not actually get you where you want to go. And so you're being asked to be still and to gather that information in, and gather the stuff in, and wait for the universe to really show you your ripe opportunity, because you have an opportunity coming. I see it so strong. I can feel it. It feels so good. And it's going to be a crossroads, but let's stay where we're at. Hold on. So hold on, pause. See, like there's that energy. It wants to move forward, but you have to choose to pause, because there is a beautiful gift that is being orchestrated for you. And this is why you don't want to take this first opportunity that comes out after you. Don't choose the first one necessarily. Pause and let the universe bring all the parts together. And in your pause, play. In your pause, celebrate. Celebrate, recharge, do the nurturing things that want to come in for you. Do this nurturing opportunities, and that's really where you're going to get set free. So, you know, this is breathing space that is a really huge benefit for you. This is actually where you learn how not to take this unbridled passion, this unbridled desire and fantasy and ambition that isn't healthy for you. In this pause, you let it go. You let it float away from you. Even if it seems like, oh, that hurts, it's going to be really good for you, because you're coming to this opportunity of substance and abundance. And you're going to be asked, are you going to use this for a long-term harvest, or are you going to use it for a short-term harvest? Because the energy is really there. And this card is just, there's so much yellow, but do you see how in this After Tarot one, the Justice card, and you could be dealing with an air sign here too, just so you know. I feel like there's definitely, well, yep, you definitely have air or a water sign around you, or somebody mixed with air and water. And here there's a scale of, you know, how is your future going to be? You're at a crossroads of what you're going to do and which way you're going to head. Will you head towards what is actually going to end up being detrimental through this first card of the Hunter card and this reverse Knight of Cups, where you take the easy pickings? Or are you going to do what's stable and grounded and reap the rewards of your trust and your work, and plant your dreams and work hard towards your dreams? Because you have a harvest coming in. I know the 1st through the 11th, Mercury's in your second house. And so that is really showing, you know, this new financial place, this new way of thinking even for some of you. And so there's really this fortune that's coming in, and this crossroads of how you're going to be using this, and if you're going to be using it for good, or if you're going to be using it, I mean, either way it can be good, but you might just use it in this sort of like, you know, or you might take like the first relationship or the first thing that comes along. So yeah, I would watch for that. And Really focus on having something of quality over having quantity of things. Look for the quality choice and don't choose that like very first thing, because there is such a good fortune. I mean, gosh, you guys have such good fortune coming in. Okay. Not taking those. That's way too many. Let's pull just 2 more cards on this Justice card. Let's clarify this path a little bit more. Sometimes the Justice card will signify no more divination for it, but we're just going to pull 2 cards around this Justice card, around this crossroads that is coming in for you guys around here. Well, actually, I think Mercury is in Cancer the 1st to the 11th, and then it moves into, look at that. That's so sweet. So much love energy, so much, and even the offering of love, you know. Oh, but you might not be able to trust it. You got to decide. Let's see what we get. I love watching the shuffle, reading the shuffle. I'll take that one. Yeah, yep, this is like just bringing it back to that standstill. This is bringing it right back to that standstill. So here you are again, needing to stand still, sitting there. Look, here you are again, standing still, weighing the decisions, taking your time between the 2 options. Take your time, go within. Allow yourself to go within. Allow yourself to follow the inner wisdom and the inner guidance, because this transformation is real. This transformation is real. This is a new phase and a new opportunity that's coming in. Some of your hidden things that are going on inside of you might be coming to light. Some of the stuff that's deeper inside of you are going to be coming out. And there's a release of the past, a release of wounds from the past, and there's stepping into what is a new beginning for you. Through this releasing of the past. I mean, I see that for sure. There's partly an ego death for somebody. Gone. Also a time for organization and or something like that. It's like a, I don't know, something. Like an organization. Like organizing. Like, I don't know. Okay. Well, Cancer, that is it for you guys. Happy full moon. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. And I will see you guys at the new moon at the end of the month. All right. Many blessings. Bye, my little crabs.